Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Rush Racing, Division 6 of the lovely Montreal circuit of Canada. There's round number 17 for Division 6, and it is winter. Here we go. And this is going to be very exciting. A title that has still not been decided as of yet. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this is going to go. We've seen shenanigans across the week here at Canada with a bit of mixed weather of rain and sunshine along the way. I'm your host and comms, SJ, and I'm joined by the Williams TP and the man that is the Dido, the underrated person in Division 2 as we know it. It's Dido. Good evening.
Hey mate, how are ya? Thanks for having me. It's been a while since we've been on comms together, mate. So yeah, it should be good to see Div 6 go around Canada, obviously, with the chance of some rain. I don't know. Doesn't look like it at the moment, but yeah, looking forward to it, mate.
Yes, it has been a while. I don't think you like commentating with me anymore, or we just don't cross the same paths anymore on the divisions.
Yeah, I think it's just because we both stream, and yeah, we have to obviously stream as many divisions as we can. But yeah, I unfortunately not very good at streaming lately with my computer, but yeah, do the best I can with co-coms if I can help or something like that, or a backup. But I'm here. We'll see how we go.
Awesome. Well, great to have you in the comms box as always, and welcome to everyone to Division 6. First up, we do have a little bit of an interview. As we do know, Team of the Week gets announced on the podcast, and it is this team again 2 weeks in a row, round 15 and round 16 Alpine. They are making waves, and the person that we'll be talking to regarding that week in Spain is none other known as Avak. Good evening, Avak.
Hello, Governor. It has been an amazing week here in Spain, as we know it. We're also shaping up to have another great week in Canada.
Yeah, I think we'll ask a few questions and then we'll get on board with some qualifying. What's the what? How have you done this? Like, what's happened? Like, have you just free reign? Is it because the championship's over? Is it that you can concentrate on other things now? You know, obviously F7's taken the championship in Division 4. It was obviously a great battle all the way through the whole season with 2A, and I think he knows where it was well deserved from F7. But is that the reason now that Alpine have been able to pull in some fantastic results because they're not under so much pressure?
No, it was kind of the F7 and the 2A championship battle did spark that want for us to get higher up. Obviously, we were 7th, now we're 4th in the overalls, looking to shape up to take 2nd. But yeah, it was more of just everyone in the team connecting together, and we're getting our practice down pat and all, and we're getting through it, and we've just been getting as many amazing results with some amazing engineering as well. So yeah, it's been a mix of everything, which is combined to give us the best results.
Yeah, well, you've done an amazing job on that. And what do you think is the momentum now moving forward? Obviously, one more race to go. We've got Canada tonight for Division 6, Division 3 on Wednesday, and obviously the finale in China. What's the plan? Is it just trying to cement a good position in the overalls now, or are we still fighting for the constructors, or what's the plan moving forward?
Well, unfortunately, every single constructors battle has been closed out as of now. I believe the only one that's kind of open for us is Div 2, but that would take a miracle. Regarding the overalls, I'm looking for P2 at minimum. I know we can do it. We're shaping up this week to take P2. But if a miracle does happen, the chance we take over the overalls. But the likeliness of it happening, probably not.
Okay, well, I'm gonna pass you over to Dido if he's got any questions for you, but I'm just gonna put this on to Dido. That is a massive achievement, Dido from Alpine. We saw a surge last season with Kick do very very similar, battling obviously McLaren and Mercedes, but Alpine have just come out of the they've just come out of the middle of nowhere, and Alvak's done a fantastic job since taking over.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. There's no doubt they've been on an absolute charge. They had some great results even before Arvak took over, but when obviously Arvak got in control, there's a bit of a spark that ignite, and yeah, they've ended up where they are. I mean, you probably asked all the questions I was going to ask for Arvak, but just obviously when you guys are on this massive amount of momentum, how do you keep your team obviously that motivated? Obviously, it's a big target to say from where you guys were, oh, we're going to get here, but obviously you've made it happen. So how do you keep them in that thought process?
Making them as comfortable as possible. If someone doesn't like their setup, I'm happy to edit it and make it more comfortable for them. So for their driving style, I put out practice sessions so that the drivers can understand how the dirty air works, and everything, just to make them as comfortable as they can going into the race weekend, and then they don't come out with penalties or anything, and they understand how to drive the car on that track, and they feel the most comfortable.
Yeah, mate. Well, yeah, you're doing a great job, and yeah, obviously you just mentioned there the chance of taking the overalls is still there, but obviously, is there a direct goal? Do you feel like you can really lock in maybe P3 or P2 in the overalls?
I feel like we could definitely lock in P2. We're currently 60 something points ahead of both McLaren and Ferrari this week so far. Obviously, we're yet to see penalties come through for the other divisions and for the races to finish tonight and tomorrow. So overall, we're just got to wait, find out. But it is looking good for us. It is shaping up to be a really, really good weekend. Again, going back to back to back for Team of the Week would be an absolute dream. So yeah, because obviously my first thing in Alpine, it wasn't to charge for the overalls, it was just to get one Team of the Week. That's all I wanted, and now we've got two.
Yeah, well, you've done a great job, mate, and yeah, credit to you and your team, mate, and sky's the limit.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah, thanks for jumping on, and let's see who's going to get Team of the Week this week for round 17, and yeah, all the best for the remainder of the season and the finale in Shanghai next week.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to China, and so is everyone else. Season finale. Let's see who locks this out.
Awesome. Thank you, Arvak. Right, okay, let's get straight into some qualifying. We have just lost Krojag, unfortunately, so if we could get him an invite, Dino, that would be amazing.
Try and get onto that.
But let's see what we've got on the grid tonight. So, MPJ in the Haas, Tazio in the Mercedes, Quicksilver Dick in the Ferrari, Abhishek in the McLaren. Had a go last night. He's having another go tonight. Two different cars this time, though. Then we've got Krojak in the Alpine, H-Town in the McLaren. He had a go last night. Will he do better tonight? We'll have to wait and see. He's in the top 6 at the moment. Hoffy finally gets that full-time opportunity in a seat tonight. He has done a lot of reserve program races throughout the whole season. Now gets the opportunity to see what he is capable of. Druzilla in the Alpine, Filthy Orange in the Kick, Striker in the VCARB with his TMT and TP of VCARB as well in P11. They got Woofer in the Aston, Panda in the Ferrari, then Paul and Hal, Uncle Morty, D White, Chevy Wolves, then Murray Nabs in the Williams, David in the other Red Bull. He had a very good night last night. Will he be able to do the same? We'll have to wait and see. And finally, Liam Darenberg in the other Williams, who has just joined us. 20 on the grid. A very interesting night tonight for Division 6. And I think this is going to be very interesting so far. 1:10.504, the time to be. MPJ taking up P1 currently. Tazigo with a 1:10.7 and Quicksilver Deck with a 1:10.7 as well. So only 2 temps at the moment, Dino, to take pole position.
Yeah, it's really close at the moment. We've seen it. I've just on board with them before, seeing a few guys invalidate, and obviously you're seeing that through the other divisions quite frequently. Some guys that were obviously expected to do quite well in qualifying, unfortunately couldn't get a lap in, so it can really shake things up here with how harsh the track limits are. Have to wait and see who can navigate. It's pretty close at the top. Tazio really quick there for 10.4, so he's setting the pace. MPJ, as I mentioned earlier, all eyes will be on him for the championship. He's a strong contender, obviously competing with David now for that P1.
Yes, I think if I get my maths right, double check. If he takes the win tonight, he takes the championship. Is that correct?
I think so. I think, yeah, it's very close, which will be huge for Haas. But I think, yes, he's been in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, if he takes it tonight, he takes it. Yeah, 35 points. No, 50. Hang on, 57. Yes, 25 points, 35 points. Yeah, 35 points. So he needs to take the win or finish higher than David, and then he will win the Division 6 championship. So, yeah, obviously a little bit of pressure on the Haas driver tonight, but we'll have to wait and see how he goes at the moment. We've got Liam Dernberg and Murray Nabs doing a flying lap and finishing off. Murray Nabs going up to P5. Liam Dernberg, they're down there in P20, about to finish off his time. Where is it going to put him? It puts him pole with a 1:10.2, 2 tenths quicker than Tazio, and 2 tenths quicker than Abhishek as well. We've also seen MPJ has actually been moved down there to P4 now. Abhishek taking P3 and Tazio taking P2. So this Speed 6 is looking quite interesting. We've got top 4 in attendance at the moment. Ride on board with someone for a flying lap. We are going to run on board with MPJ for a flyer. And Dito, I'm going to let you take this one away for a flying lap on the Haas drive with MPJ. Over to you, my friend.
So we jump on board with MPJ. He's just coming down the back straight now. Get those tyres up to 10. He's got a bit of traffic in front. I have I've tried to message Crojo to get him to add me, but for now we'll ride on board with MPJ. So he'll start to burn down this little bit of a straight here. You probably don't want to burn too much as he burns down about 80% hard on the brakes, chucks it down to third. It's really easy to invalidate on that inside curve, but he does well to navigate that. Currently sitting on a 10.5, so we'll see how he goes in this first few sectors here. Navigates that part of the track. That's another part that you can really invalidate. He's a bit slower in that first sector, unfortunately, so I'm not sure if he's going to continue on this lap. It does look like he is. Pushing hard out of there, very low traction zone. Full battery. Burn down to the harding braking zone. You want to avoid that outside wall. Throw your car off balance. There's a little bit of a moment. D White has joined, so that's good to see. It's MPJ hard up. He's very much slower on this time, unfortunately, but we'll see what he does anyway. Burns the rest of his battery down his back straight. No traffic in front, but I think we might see him dive in the pits on this lap, possibly. Didn't seem to piece that first sector. I think he's going to finish it hard for the wall. Chambers touches the wall and actually makes contact. Oh, that was lucky to not rip a wall off. He lost a bit of a end plate by the looks of it, and that's definitely not going to help his quality time, but yeah, very easy to take that right hand front wheel off there. I've done that plenty of times in practice, but MPJ survives that one. Yeah, unlucky there for the Haas.
Yeah, definitely. Pressure could be mounting on MPJ at the moment in that P5 spot with a 1:10.504, and as you just seen there, a very brown moment scare through World Champions. Just got it all wrong. Just didn't seem to take the exit across the curve very well. It's very easy to do, and you can really have a fantastic time there, and then all of a sudden mess it up on the last bit. 4 minutes and 50. He will be able to go again, but he will not be happy with that. That will be a little bit of pressure on him because he is got a little bit of pressure on behind with H-Town on lap as well with a 1:10.624. Just going to check the sector 2 times before we do jump on board with another driver for a flying lap with the closing stages of this qualifying. Sector 2 at the moment, H-Town is looking at to be up or down on his time. Let's have a look. No, he's way off his time. It looks like this could just be a... No, I think he could be coming in here. I'm seeing the fuel light red, so he is going to be done. We're going to go back down the bottom. We're going to jump on board with Chevy Wolves down there on the Kick Sauber, 1:11.904. So we've got P10 all the way down to P20, or just into P19, all in the 11s, unless D White's had a massive mistake there. 112, 166 is a bit of a difference there. But let's see what Chevy Walls is going to do. Jumping on board with him now, about to start his flying lap. 3 minutes to go. MPJ will be able to go around. A lot of these guys will be able to go around again. Here we go. Ooh, it gets all wrong in the first last corner there, and now we're going to start it. That's not the way you want to start. You want to give a little bit of momentum going into turn number 1. Let's have a look. Oh, he gets it all wrong there, taking the wide line there and getting it all wrong, and he's going to lose a lot of time there. He's going to need an improvement, otherwise he's going to be way down the back. Let's have a look. Coming through into the section here. Easy to invalidate, keeping it very, very nicely so far. Let's have a look. Coming down into Sector 2, now getting onto the DRS very, very soon on 3, 2, 1. There's the DRS, getting a little bit of a tank slider there at the back, and I don't know, he is dropping out. Yes, he is. He's going to start that again. A little bit of loss of concentration there for Chevy Walls, not looking the best of times so far, Dido, with the kick down there in P19.
Yeah, that corner in particular with no traction is, if you're not running traction control, it's quite dreadful. As when you get on the power there, if you touch that curb, it can do exactly what happened to the kick. But I just saw Woofer jump up to P11 with an 11.0. But Chevy will, I don't know if he'll have time to go again, and he'll be pushing it. But there's a lot of cars out on track at the moment trying to make do, a lot of traffic. But yeah, unfortunate for Chevy, 11.9. I just don't see him getting back around to start another time. But at the moment, I think the next car to start a lap might be a Williams of possibly Liam to start his last flyer lap, currently in P1. But yeah, it's a bit close at the top, mate. I'm not sure who's going to get this. Abhishek in P3. That's a great time from him. Obviously reserving in the McLaren. We're just seeing him getting better and better as well, which is good to see. Jump on board with Liam as he burns down the straight, hard on the brakes here. Does he invalidate? No, he doesn't. He's got some traffic out of the pits. It shouldn't matter too much as he starts the tricky first sector. Chuck it in over this curb. Cut a little bit of the left there. Does that well, no invalidation. Got a little bit more traffic up ahead, but by the time he is finished his lap, it shouldn't matter. He's a little bit slower in this sector, unfortunately, so he's going to have to make up his time in the last 2 sectors. DRS and ERS activated. Full commitment now through this part of the lap. Jumps the curb a little bit. Kojak unfortunately left the session. I'll invite him 1 second. So comes to the hairpin now. Hard on the brakes. You want to really tuck this inside line. Oh, he's gone to none, so he may be abandoning this lap. I don't know if he'll go back around, but yeah, obviously the first sector was not the best sector, and he's pulled out of that lap, unfortunately. So I'm not sure who's next to finish the lap. There's a lot of guys on track, SJ. Maybe a Alpine, possibly.
I'm trying to get
I'll
to
invite
the
Kojak.
Trying to get to the car. Where is it? There he is. So it's David. He's on that lap at the moment. It looks like we've got Quicksilver Deck who's coming down as well. It looks like we've got a McLaren as well. He's coming to the pit, so he's done. Quicksilver Deck, what's he going to do? He's going to see if he's going to improvement there. We'll have a look to see. He has improved massively this season in Division 6. Is he going to have a massive improvement? No, he looks like he's going to stay in P4. Obviously, the checker flag has not gone H-Town up into P4. A double McLaren in P3 and P4 at the time being, but it doesn't matter because TMT comes out of the middle of nowhere and puts it into P2 with a 110.377. 110th deficit between him and Liam Derenberg. And Liam Derenberg, he looks like he's down on his time as well. Got no traffic in front. What about Tazio? Tazio is the other one. He is down on his time. Panda is retired. He is out. I think he may have had an incident. Yes, it's a yellow flag. Look at that. Big incident there between him and Chevy Wolves. So that may be looked at. We'll have to wait and see. We haven't caught that on stream, but that will definitely be looked at by the stewards, I'm sure, when they report that. But that does not look good. Tazio is the only one that can knock off TMT and Liam Darrenberg from that P2 and P1 spot. Coming down into the final corner now. Is he going to be able to do it? 19% on the ERS. Getting onto the DRS now. The other car getting way out of the way. Can Tazio take pole position? No, he can't. He takes P2 for 110.298, and that is hardly anything in it between the top three and even the top four, Dido. H-Town, he is about to go into the pits. He's done, and that is qualifying done for Division 6.
Yeah, what a quali. Some big names up there, but also some surprise. I mean, Team TP3, that's a massive quali for him. It'll be really good to see how he goes in the race. It might be his track. And McLaren P4, P5, obviously that's a really good start for them with their overall battle. And then obviously Liam getting pole with Tazio super close there. That's going to be a real close battle up the top. That Mercedes is not going to let that Williams get away from him, I don't think. But this is going to be interesting. I would not write off the McLarens there either. And even Quicksilver Deck could really cause some issues off this. The top pack, he's been really fast lately. So I don't know. It's a flip of a coin who's got this one, mate.
Yeah, definitely. It is great to be back in the comms box. Let's just say that. Good evening, Vettel. Hello, mate. Hope you are well. And thank you very much for the follow, Real House MyT. Thank you very much for the follow. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Liam Darrenberg taking pole position with Tazian P2 and CMT are your top three. A little bit of an incident there between the kick and the Ferrari of Panda and Chevy Wolves. I was getting confused there. But yeah, this is going to be a very, very interesting night. And I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing what happens. Can Kojak have another invite? He needs another one, apparently. So, Dean, if you can do that.
I'll get on to that.
And we have sun in Canada. So Division 6 drivers will be very happy. There is no rain. And I'm not aware if there's no rain, so we'll have to wait and see. Cinema quali. That was a very good quali, I've got to admit. Very, very close. And it's good to see. Good to see. It's been an interesting division all season, but it is all about to come to an end. Thank you very much for that, Dynasty. Zero rain. And Dido, I will let you take away the start of Division 6 race at Canada.
Kojak not online for me at the moment, but I will try and get him in after take away this start. As they will just be adjusting their final little setup for the race. There's not many changes here, but there is a few. And yeah, like you said, mate, looks nice and sunny, and Dynasty says zero rain. So we did have a chance yesterday of some rain at the end of the race, but we'll have to wait and see how these guys go today. Shouldn't be long before we're lights out here. And as we've seen, hopefully turn 1, 2 do deliver us a nice saving grace period, as we got 3, 4, 5 red lights. And away we go. And Liam gets a great start, but that Mercedes is still on his inside. They're going to go right down to the line. And Liam takes the inside line and takes the lead. There is some overtakes in the middle field. Someone's end plate did go flying there. Ferrari going wide as well. Everyone else navigating. TMT losing multiple spots off the start. Unfortunately, I'm not sure what's happened there. And he's trying to get back on the track, and there's a kick gone wide. A huge crash at the back. That looks like Filthy Orange and an Alpine there. And big carnage there, mate. I'm going to try and get Kojak in. But huge incident there with the kick.
Joined. He has just joined. Awesome. Thank you very much, Dino. Yeah, very, very good start there for Liam and Tazigo. Liam leading the way on those hards. We've got a bit of a mixed strategy there with most of these guys. We've got Liam, MPJ, Krojag, D White, Chevy Wolves, and Panda all on the hard compound tyres, and the rest of the grid on the medium. So leading the way is Liam, Darrenberg, then Tazio, Abhishek, Quicksilver Deck, H-Town, MPJ, Moonabs, TMT, Striker, Hoffy, Woofer, and Uncle Moody having a nice little battle there. Krojak, D White, Paulinel, Druzilla, Chevy Wolves, David, Filthy Orange, and Panda. And it's all going on here at the moment in Division 6. We're seeing Liam pull away, do a fast start for 117.397. 8 attempts to the deficit between him and Tazio. Can he keep him above Bay, or will he pull away? That's the question. A little further back down, we've still got very close battles going on here. A little bit further down, we are starting to see a little bit of a breakaway from Hoffy compared to Woofer at the moment in that Aston. Both Astons in P11 and P15 leading the overalls. They are going to want a good spot here, but we are seeing that Woofer has lost that front left plate. So something has happened at the start of this race. Going a little further back down, D White, what a start from him. He's gone from near enough last now into P14. He's in the points, putting the pressure on Krojak, who was just coming to the lobby, and he's just gone past, and D White has got the move done. I thought he was going to run out of track there, Dino, but he gets the move done up in the P13. Back to you.
Yeah, mate, a great start from obviously D White on these hard tyres, and it won't take long before they start to be the better tyre. We see interesting strategies here. It's up in the air whether the 2-stop or the 1-stop is the option, but we're going to see both tonight, I think, and that's going to definitely spice things up. Krojak hopefully is back in control, but it does look like he is. He just had a look up the inside of the Aston. But yeah, really unfortunate for TMT off the start too. I'm not sure what happened to him, but he has not got any damage, so he might be on a bit of a recovery as well. But like I was just going to get to the point that if the guys are staying on the mediums, we'll probably be seeing them mainly do a 1-stop. But the hard tyre runners, they might push for a 2-stop as well. It's just really interesting to see what's going to happen here, mate, because yeah, obviously the 1-stop's ideal, but the tyre wear here is just insane. And we got yellows. That's TMT. He's in the wall hard, and he can't move. And that may DSQ him if the game is going to be a nightmare tonight. He can't move, so the game's going to be freaking out. But he gets the car around. Well done for the RB. That could have been bad.
Yeah, it could have been. That's really unfortunate because I'm just looking at the position changes. 15 spots. Look at that. He was in a very good position and he's lost it. Now down into P18, and he's got serious damage to that V-carb. Let's have a look. Yeah, front left and front right completely gone. So that will definitely be a pit stop and changing. D White. People are talking about it in the chat. He is flying. Yes, he is. He's up into P11 now on those hards. 2.9 seconds behind Uncle Morty for a top 10 finish at the moment. Back up to the front. Tazio has got very close to Liam, and he's pulled him in. 2.5 temps on those mediums, 2 hards. You would look to see, Dido, that the mediums will be the quicker tyre for the next couple of laps. So this is going to be very interesting to see Tazio try and get the move done on those hards, because it could take at least 6 laps for those hards to start coming into this race.
Yeah, it's definitely ideal for Tazzy to get the move done early here. He's got the battery. He might go for it on the straight, but yeah, it's about that, mate, before those mediums will drop off. But Liam's doing a pretty good job at the moment. He's holding him off in the DRS, obviously running a decent straight line setup at the moment. But that McLaren Abhishek is right there as well. They've managed to gap 1.3 off Quicksilver now. H-Town, unfortunately, falling a little bit back. But they got no one behind to worry them at the moment. They can battle, but the longer they fight, it's just going to allow them to come back in. And look who's there as well. MPJ would not rule him out when those hard tyres come into play.
Yeah, no, definitely, and especially on a very, very good strat there. MPJ and Liam, they will go the longer distance on these tyres, and we did see a few issues yesterday. Krojak is out of this race. What's happened there? Or is he no? Sorry, he's retired. He's into the pits. That is not going to be good news to the Alpine TP fighting for that P2. They are 1 car down already on lap 5 out of 35. That's really unfortunate for Krojak. And is that a VSC? That's a safety car. So what happened there? Has he done that into the pits? Or has he lost that into? I can't think where he's lost it because it looked like his car was in the pits. But the safety car's come out. Has he hit the wall?
I think he hit the wall of champions maybe, because that's where it looked like. But I don't know. Or he tried to. I don't know if he was back in control of the car. We knew he had connection issues, but
one of champions.
Really unfortunate. Yeah, really unfortunate. That is going to be interesting for the guys, obviously starting on the hards. Woofer on the softs. What does he do? What do the guys on the mediums do now? Do you take this opportunity just to pit and get on some hards and see how far you can go? I mean, anything's possible at Canada. This is going to really chuck in a spatter in the works for the engineers and everything. But yeah, unfortunate start for some of these guys. We mentioned TMT. This would give him a chance to recover now, but he really just did not go to plan, did it for him off the start. Everything just went wrong. But 18 seconds back now. Looks like he's already pit to fix that damage, so he can just catch back up. And yeah, we'll see how he goes, man. But a lot of guys are in the pits now. MPJ, H-Town, and Hoffy and Uncle Morty decide to continue on with those 5-lap old tyres. So that'll be a little bit slower. And D White, they'll be a little bit slower off the start, but it's going to be interesting, Liam, having to go to the mediums there. That's probably not ideal, but we'll have to, yeah, it's up in the air now, mate, for strategy.
Yeah, definitely. Lap 6 out of 35. We had a safety car last night in my race in Division 5 on lap 25, which was the worst time to have a safety car because you can't do 10 laps on the softs. It's impossible. They wouldn't have lasted. So this is going to spice this race up massively now because MPJ started on those hards. He'll keep going. H-Town's decided to stay out on those mediums. So is Hoffy. So is Uncle Morty. And so is Paul and Hal, and so is David, and that is it at the moment. So I think Chevy Wolves as well on those hards. So they are the guys that have decided to stay out. A lot of mixture of strategies now. We're now starting to see more of the hard tyres than the mediums. And I think the one thing to look at this track, and there's a few of these tracks this season, is tyre wear. It's going to be the key here to see if these guys are going to... Well, they were looking to do a 1-stop. It's definitely going to be a 2-stop now. And that's quite early for a safety car on lap 5 out of 35 at the moment. But just changes things up a bit, though, doesn't it? Liam down in a P5 now. Tazio in a P6. They were battling at the start. D White, though, up to P7. The guy is a flying machine at the moment. And this is great news for Haas so far, and also PJ in that P2. So looking good so far for Haas. And also McLaren and Mercedes.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. H-Town's in a great spot, but obviously still has to pit. But wait and see. Could work. I think Liam was probably going to do a 2-stop anyway, but we'll have to wait and see how he goes now on the mediums. And also Tazio is probably in the prime position right now on those hard tyres, fresh hards, P6. Everyone in front, either on tyres that have to pit again or having to pit still. So. Could be interesting, mate. I hope safety car may come in this lap. I'm not sure. Wait and see. I'm not sure why, but my game keeps minimizing, so hopefully that fixes itself. Yeah, this will give everyone a chance to catch back up. I'm not sure why what Wolfer will do on those softs. He may go a couple more laps before they start to hurt, but other than that, mate, it's going to be a bit of a lull before we see where this strategy lies for all these guys. It's a bit up in the air now. A safety car in this lap.
Yep, 100%. You're right there. It's going to be very interesting to see how H-Town's going to take this away. How long is it going to be before he does make that pit stop? He's on those mediums, and the tyres are going to be hurting. That they do not last long here, especially the rears. The rears go very, very quick. So will he be sliding round into turn 1? We'll have to wait and see as he is about to get ready. And he has got some serious talent behind him. And he's gone. He's actually caught MPJ sleeping. And Tazio's got a 3-second coming out of World Champions. That is not going to think what he wants there. And that's not the start that the Mercedes driver wants in Tazio now with that 3-second time penalty. As we do know, Canada is a painkiller track to a T. But H-Town, what a start there. 8.5 tenths out in front, now a second out in front. MPJ needs to get those tyres up to 10, otherwise H-Town is going to walk away and he'll be in a very good position out of the DRS under no pressure at all. We've still got yellows in sector 3 at the moment. I'm just trying to keep an eye on. We've got Panda with a 3-second time penalty. TMT down there in P19. A nice little battle between Uncle Morty and Liam Darrenberg as Liam gets the move done. What a overtake there. Does go off track though, and then brings in Hoffy now. Is trying to move on the outside. Liam to the right, Uncle Morty to the left, gets round. Oh, there's a bit of a hit there on the Mercedes of Hoffy, and Hoffy up into P3. It's all going on here. We got 3 wide, we got 1 on the left, 1 on the right, and we now got Uncle Morty trying to make the move, and Tazio has got out in front. Liam back out in front of Hoffy. We've got moves going all the way down to the Water Champions. Everyone keeps it in formation very nicely, but a great start here of Division 6. It was really, really heating up there between P3, P4, P5 and P60 though. Lap 9 out of 35, no drama, but a lot of people fighting for positions.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. As the 2 Mercedes swap positions there, as Tazio on those fresh tyres continues his charge with Liam, but unfortunately has that pen now. But yeah, that was scary, man. A lot of cars side by side. There's about 3 side by side there. Could have ended quite differently, but they've done well. As Liam now on the back of MPJ, Tazio just outside that DRS, but he should be able to push and maybe get back in within that by the end of this lap. But yeah, man, that was very close. Abhishek getting the move on DY. Oh, big crash. Abhishek makes contact. There's a few wings going flying. DY gets the move done. I'm not sure if he's missing a wing, but the McLaren definitely made contact with the Ferrari there. And they go 3 wide into the hairpin now. And that almost pictured the same as just what happened with Liam. But yeah, scenes here, mate. I think that Ferrari will be quite frustrated. I think he has to pit now, maybe to change the wing, or he'll push on. But as we speak, Williams jumps into P2 over MPJ as well, mate. But a lot of drama on lap 10 here.
Yeah, I don't know where to look at the moment. It is going on in the midfield, it's going on at the back, it's going on at the front. There is moves happening left, right and centre. We've just seen there that Liam, as you did say, get the move done on MPJ there, but look at that 7.5 tenth gap between him and H-Town. It was about 2 seconds between H-Town and MPJ now, and then Liam is really pushing on Uncle Morty, trying to get the move done, and then might be a little bit of damage here. Is Uncle Morty on the right hand side, going to go for the move on the Ferrari. Quicksilver Deck holds his line. He's got damage low to that front right. We are seeing a few damaged cars here as we see Abhishek really going around the outside and going for the move there and getting the job done on Hoffy round the outside. Lovely bit of move there, and it is all going on here in Division 6 tonight. You would think that this is the first race of the season. It's not. It's round 17. There's 1 more to go, and it is all kicking off here, coming into the hairpin now. The Williams makes a bit of a mistake. He's gone straight into the side of the Ferrari there. A little bit of drama, maybe a little bit of damage. We'll have to wait and see. The guys are really having to be careful of their braking points as the slipstream is so powerful. Liam getting a 3-second time penalty. Drama at the front. We've then got Quicksilver Deck now going at it. He's up in the P6, gets the move done. Everyone stays within formation, and Uncle Morty gets a 3-second time penalty. Look at the battles going on. You'd think it's lap 24. It's not. It's lap 11, and they're all kicking off now. We've got D White back down into P11. Murray Nabs in P10, and it is all kicking off here. Penalties are happening. They are putting guys in positions they don't want to be in, which is taking them off their racing line, which is then making them get penalties. H-Town in a great position at the moment, but he's just been overtaken by Tazio. Those tyres are going to be hurting, and the other tyres are not going to be hurting. So Tazio and Liam Darrenberg are about to battle once again. 1 on mediums, 1 on hards. Lap 11 out of 35, and still a lot more to come, Dito.
Yeah, it's just really interesting at the moment, obviously, with everyone on either fresher tyres or older tyres. That's why we're seeing so much dramatic overtakes at the moment. Everyone trying to get through the field as D White goes for a move on Strike. Oh, sorry, Striker goes for a move on D White. They're still side by side. And this is what I mean. You can see the tyre offset there, 5 laps to 10 laps. It's just making it incredibly hard for these guys to fend them off. But it's going to be interesting up the top with Tazio and Liam. They both got pens now. But I think at least Liam, he'll definitely have to pit again. But I'm not sure if Tazio can push to the end either. I'm not sure if many of these guys will be able to get to the end, actually. So we'll have to wait and see how this goes. If there's more safety cars, there will definitely be a lot more pit stops. But this mid-pack, it's just vicious at the moment with where Moe Nabs is. He's got Uncle Morty right behind him, but he's just got a pen. He's just trying to get past Filthy Orange too. That these guys are all equal tyres. Just don't know where to look at the moment, mate. But the penalties, lap 12 definitely will start to play effect. We saw in a few of these races, guys jump up about 5 or 6 spots just by having no penalties. So it definitely can pay off if you can avoid these track limits.
Oh, definitely. I think this could be one of the tracks with the most overtakes. It's happening everywhere on the track. It's happening in Sector 1, Sector 2, and Sector 3. And it is very, very exciting to see. And so far, we've only had one retirement of Crowjag earlier on with an incident into the World Champions, a few end plates missing on, but a lot of overtakes going on, especially coming down into the World Champions, as we see there. Everyone keeping in formation. Uncle Morty coming into the pits on those 12-lap mediums, I think it is, but still going on. And as you can see, McLaren in a great position, P3 and P4. We're seeing Panda get the move done on Drusilla up into P11. Great drive from him so far, but does have that 3-second time penalty. But great drive so far from Ferrari in P6 and P11, and a very, very good night so far from McLaren's in P3 and P4. And Dino, take us away with the pens currently.
Jump on with the pens, yeah. The top two with 3 seconds there. A lot of 3 seconds, obviously, with Moe Nabs also P7 with 3, Mr. Panda with 3 in P11, Chevy with 3 in P13, and Uncle Morty with 3 P18. So we're already seeing the effects of these track limits. Probably not going to see. That's not going to be the last we see. But like I said before, if they can avoid it, definitely going to see some guys jump up a long way as the McLaren swap position up the top. Abhishek still doing well, even though he had that crash earlier. He didn't lose a wing by the looks of it, so he's still on a good charge. And this is huge for McLaren if they locked in this position. And obviously if it finished where it is right now. Great result for them. And they could also snatch the top two if they get a little bit closer. But it's very hard to tell where everyone's true position is, obviously with pit stops and everything. And where these guys are going to end up. Because I think we're going to have to see a lot of these guys pit again. Just due to the tyre wear and all that jazz. As MPJ actually calls it onto the hard tyre. He will be able to get to the end by rights. From there, so watch out for him. Watch out for his delta time. You might see some guys react to that because he's not out of this race yet either. With the next run of pit stops to come.
No, definitely not. And also with the penalties as well. They're your tyres, Toodle. Obviously, a few guys on the mediums and most of the guys on the hards as well. And as you can see here, H-Town still to stop, D White still to stop, and Chevy Wolves also. But the battle is going on at the moment between Tazio and Liam. And Liam getting a little bit out of sorts there coming into the World Champions. That could have been curtains for him. And he's going to let Tazio put away there about that 8/10 gap there. 9 laps mediums. You can see that there is so much loose end there on the rears, really trying to hold the car. And the mediums just are not liked here at all. And that is bringing Abhishek in, that mistake that he's made. 2.3 seconds, 6 seconds down the road, Abhishek in that McLaren. And H-Town doing a fantastic job on old mediums, 14 laps in that P4 position. But he has Quicksilver deck, full company, who will probably get the move done very quickly here, or very easy. He does squeeze him onto the grass though a little bit there, but he gets the move done, and as you can see there, Quicksilver does have damage. So H-Town doing a good job on those mediums, but will have to pit, otherwise he's going to lose way too much time to the guys in front, and just in case there is a safety car. Lap 15 out of 35, a little bit further down the pecking order, DY up into P9, not really made much traction since the start, but up into P9, good so far. MPJ, keep an eye on that. He is on the fresher tyres out of everyone at the moment in that P12 spot. 2.2 seconds behind Drusilla and everyone else in front of him in P10 and P9 with penalties. Also P6, P2 and P1. So if there is another late safety car, that's going to spice things up massively here. But as we did see last night, having a penalty being out in front doesn't mean that you are going to fall down the pecking order. I will definitely be able to tell you that from experience. Hey, Dido.
Yeah, it all is to play for. As we got yellow, who's that? That's TMT. Unfortunately, stopped in the middle of the track there, so hopefully he can get moving. But yeah, it's definitely all to play for, especially if you don't have a pen. But never to give up, even if you have one, because we saw how many guys would get pens in the end of that race, and then all of a sudden, having a penalty didn't really matter. So yeah, it's all to go. Here is TMT just trying to get out of the way of everyone. Really unfortunate race for him. Must be quite angry with that, just due to how his quality run was doing very well. But I don't think that that's the last penalties we're going to see, mate. I think they're going to stack up a fair bit, especially as these tyres rack off. You know, they lose a lot of tyre wear here, and then you're basically skating around. It's really easy to get a unfair warning or two, and all of a sudden you have 9 seconds of pens. But definitely all to play for is TMT, unfortunately, retires, and H-Town's called it. He's come in the pits and gone on the hards, I would say, to the end. Another name to watch. He will be probably coming out in clean air, which will definitely benefit with some undercut here, but it will take a couple of laps before these tyres get up to temp. Probably see a few guys react to that. Definitely have to see the top 3 pit, or maybe not Tazio or Abhishek, I don't know, but Liam will definitely have to pit off those mediums. I don't think the guys on the hards with 11 laps will get to the end, but we'll have to wait and see. So yeah, mate, it's all to play for. If you could just hold off and get, well, Chevy Wolves gets a pen now, but if you could just hold off and not get any warnings here, you could be in for a massive result. Someone like Striker could be on for a great result, and Quicksilver as well in the Ferrari. Ferrari as a whole are doing really good at P4 and 8. Panda's having a great drive behind Striker there on those 11 lap old hards. He's going to be very fast compared to that RB.
Yeah, no, they are. There's some real guys with no penalties at the moment causing problems. Liam's in. He's not happy with those 11 lap hards. Mediums. So I think he'll get onto the hards and he'll try and go to the end, which I think is doable. Yes, it should be. Yeah, it will be doable. Yeah, it will be doable. He'll be able to go to the end there. So he has done and dusted. But Abhishek, what a drive from him. He is in P2 at the moment, 2.3 seconds behind Tazio. And currently is going to win this race as it stands because Tazio does have a penalty and also Quicksilver deck. So, yeah, a nice little drive by some of these guys. Gaps starting to form, though. They are starting to make bigger gaps, which is very interesting to see what happens here. We've got Striker in that P6 position on those mediums as well. How far is he going to keep going? We saw H-Town do about 14, 15 laps on those mediums, being put under pressure as well. So how far is he going to be able to go? A great recovery drive as well by Filthy Orange. Had that spin earlier on up in the P5. Does have a penalty. And I think at the moment, from what we're going to say, is the penalties are going to be the ones that cause the problems here tonight, Dino. If you've not got many penalties, then you're going to finish very highly, just in case there is a safety car at the end of this race or close to the end of this race.
Yeah, obviously with Canada, we've definitely seen a high run of safety cars, and it's definitely a high chance. So a lot of these guys would be banking on one, but we haven't seen one obviously since the start. Everyone's been pretty well behaved at the moment with the driving. There's a bit spread out. There's a few battles, but it's sort of just settled since we saw all that chaos at the start. But I don't think it's going to be long before we see these guys that have that tyre offset are going to be starting to chop through the field. Hoffy in P10 is looking quite fast in the Mercedes as well. He's got a lot of cars in front of him now that have penalties and older tyres, so he could be on for a little bit of a charge. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. We just saw Liam pit. He's gone on old tyres, so that might have been a misclick. So it's going to be a bit hard for him to get through the field, but it's definitely in Tazio's hands at this stage. But I don't think this is over, mate. Like you said, if you get a safety car right now, it's all to play for, but we'll have to wait and see. There's still a lot to happen, still a few pit stops to go. And I don't think this is going to be our final order at all.
Yeah, it looks like it could change up. You've got some penalties there. You've got 3, 3, 3, 6 for Panda now, unfortunately. 3 for Liam, 3 for Uncle Morty, 6 for Chevy, 3 for D White, and obviously the top two, P2 and P3, have no pens, and P6 has no pens. And as we talked about this earlier, MPJ is not far away. He is in front of David at the moment. So as it stands, MPJ will take the Division 6 championship here at Canada with one race to go, as David is down there in P17 and will not be able to get MPJ in the final race, which is only 25 points up for grabs, so he will take the championship. So we will be crowning someone tonight, unless anything happens to MPJ between lap 20 and lap 35. At the moment, we've got 15 laps of racing remaining, and we will be doing a drive of the day on lap 30 at the moment, but anything can happen with still of these guys, as Dido says, still having to make pit stops. But Tazio is in control of this race currently, but Albashek is coming for him, and he's in that P2 in that McLaren with no penalties at the moment. The question is, will H-Town be able to make his way up through the pecking order, as he will now go to the end and has no penalties in that P11 spot? So still things to go here, as we got Monaps coming into the pits, lap 21 in P8 and getting on to another set of hards. He'll go to the end now. So we are starting to see people make pit stops, which is going to make a massive difference. And if we do see that lovely green safety car, this will definitely spice things up, especially with the penalties that we see currently at the moment. The question is, are we going to see any more penalties, Dido?
Well, I think so, mate. We just saw, obviously, talked about before, Hoffy was on track with jumping a lot of these guys in front with no penalties, but he's unfortunately got one himself now. So it's just what I said before. All to play for to the end. Even if you have a penalty, you never know who's going to get one around you. But yeah, H-Town now, look how fast he's in P10. He is right on the back of Hoffy. Probably going to get the move done on this straight, I reckon. But the top two are pitted, so they've called it. They're probably reacting to maybe a few of these guys that have just pitted, maybe even H-Town's pace. They're starting to worry about Abhishek. Tazio have called it, so they don't think they could get to the end, and that means that Quicksilver might also have to call it too. So where do they come out? Opposed to Liam, he's currently going down the pit straight, and he's going to come out just in front, or no, just behind Abhishek. So Abhishek and Tazio have done a massive job there with the overcut, and now they are in a massive position. Abhishek could get his first win. Obviously, we've seen some tough results for him, but he's in a really good position right now to definitely lock in maybe a podium, but even a win.
Yeah, definitely. With no penalty at the moment, 2.4 seconds behind Tazio, and Tazio 3.9 seconds behind Quicksilver Deck. And Quicksilver Deck will definitely want to pit. He'll want to get off those 16 lap hards, or does he keep going and push for a set of mediums if he does have them and push to the end there? But the mediums aren't really the best tires. So let's just have a look and see what he's going to do. He's in a really good position as well, but you can see Tazio in the back of his mirror, and there you go, he's coming into the pits. So Tazio will take the lead of this Grand Prix here. Abhishek 1.9 seconds behind, 2.3 seconds behind him is Liam, and then you've got Filthy Orange as well, which is in a nice little battle there. MPJ in that P6 spot. Where does Quicksilver Deck come out of? There's MPJ, there's Quicksilver, there's Panda, and there's Quicksilver. Oh, he's going to lose a few spots here, Quicksilver. He is going to lose to Uncle Morty. Oh, is he going to lose to Uncle Morty? Comes right outside. Does get the move? No, he doesn't. Stays right behind him. Gets out in front of H-Town, though. And that is what he wanted. H-Town on those 6-lap hards. So they're already up to temp, ready to go. Quicksilver Deck going to be a little bit slow at start. So we'll have to wait and see here. But he's timed that to perfection, and he can push on now. And if anything happens, Quicksilver Deck could be one to watch out for here on those brand new hards going to the end of this race, Dido.
Absolutely, mate. I really can't tell how this race is going to pan out, but Quicksilver's going to be one to watch. He's on some serious pace now. He's really trying to get past Morty. He's going to get it done, or just doesn't get it done there, but he'll probably get it done down the straight with the DRS. But these guys, H-Town and Quicksilver, are going to be extremely fast now. And the likes of Abhishek as well, and Tazio on these fresh tyres. It's just a matter how far they can get before these guys catch, which their best benefit is the amount of traffic they have in between themselves and Quicksilver. All these guys in between are on old tyres, so it's going to be incredibly hard for the Ferrari to get through, which is definitely going to help the likes of Abhishek and Tazio, and even maybe Liam as well. But I think Liam might be in trouble with those older tyres due to that pit stop. But you'll probably see here H-Town and Quicksilver, I wouldn't say work together, but try and follow each other through here. Definitely try and get back up to the podium contention. I can't see these guys, maybe the likes of MPJ and stuff, getting to the end, but especially the guys in the 18 laps, I just don't think they're going to be able to do it. But if they do, it's definitely going to be a struggle. So have to wait and see, mate.
Yeah, the question is follow. As H-Town goes onto the left-hand side, gets the move down. Uncle Morty shuts the door. H-Town's got to be careful of Murray Nabs, though, because Murray Nabs is really pacey in that Williams on those 3 laps there. Panda letting his teammate go through Quicksilver deck up to P6. 4.1 seconds behind MPJ in that P5 spot at the moment. MPJ is looking at a P3 currently as it stands at the moment, so a great job from him. This battle between P9, P10 and P11 is getting very exciting, and P12 as well. A lot of guys already getting into this battle here as Murray Nabs goes around the outside. Uncle Morty causing a little bit of problems out in front on those 12 laps, and I think Panda's going to cause a problem as well even further up, because he's on 19 laps. And these guys on those older tyres are really causing problems. The question is, we do not want to see a safety car. Well, the audience probably do, and the fans do, but we don't. We want to see this great racing, because this mid-pack has been fantastic all night with 10 laps to go. I don't know how this is going to go, as we see there Panda completely missing the corner and being very, very lucky there to keep that car in one piece. But he has got some very quick cars behind him, catching him at the rate of knots. There is Uncle Morty. He's trying to get the move done. He doesn't know where to go to the right or to the left. You've got Murray Nabs coming on the right hand side. There's 3 wide going down the main straight towards the Wall of Champions. What's going to happen here? What are we going to see? I still can't see anything. Oh, Murray Nabs goes for the move. What an overtake there! Squeezed Uncle Morty out a little bit. That made me look out. But look at this. Everyone is coming at Uncle Morty. He's under so much pressure. He loses out not 1, not 2, but 3 spots in one part of the track. And now he's got Hoffy for company as well. That's what happens when you're on old tyres. You really do struggle to try and get as much grip as these guys have got more grip, and they are definitely wanting points. Lap 26 out of 35, Dido. It is all going on in the mid-pack at the moment.
Yeah, mate, I don't know where to look at the moment. Someone to really keep our eye on is that Ferrari in P5. Quicksilver, he is on an absolute charge. He's almost caught the back of MPJ here, and it won't be long before he gets past him, and obviously then we'll be into the podium contention there. So he can really push. Obviously, it's a big gap from Liam to the top 2 now. Those guys really time those pit stops to perfection, but one safety car and it's all over with those pens. But I would really like to see how far Quicksilver can go. So he's trying to get the move done now on MPJ, and he actually tucked the wall there to get that done, but he's got it. And now he's got that Williams in his sight. But there is a lot of guys, just like Quicksilver, coming through the field on these fresh tyres. Moe Nabs, H-Town, Striker, Hoffy, even making some overtakes now. So, yeah, it's really exciting, mate. I think still some drama to unfold. I don't know why. I just have that feeling with the amount of overtakes going on and everything. It's only a matter of time before we see something happen here. But these guys are driving quite well, to be completely honest. For Div 6, the amount of overtaking we're seeing, it's quite good. The penalties are really stacking up now. There's only a few guys now that don't have them. And someone like Woofer could be looking for a good opportunity here to jump out of no points into the points just by having no penalties, which is great to see.
Yeah, I do agree, and I'm just on board with Quicksilver Deck with that front wing from start to finish. Had that damage and still hasn't got it changed on an absolute charge. Absolutely timed the strategy to perfection. Is definitely looking at a podium here. I don't think Liam is going to be able to hold him off. He is so much more quicker on those 4-lap hards compared to 14. It doesn't look like the strategy may have pulled for Liam. He's going to be going quite long here. He could come under extreme pressure from even Moe Nabs next as well, and also H-Town. So Liam could be in a little bit of trouble here in that P3. Quicksilver Deck is just waiting. He's just waiting to get the move done, and I think Ferrari, whoever is engineering on this one, has done it, timed it to perfection here. Is also Panda as well in that P12 spot. Does have those pins. If he can push on, then he can get to some good points. So a good night for Ferrari so far. But as you saying to the top, Tazio and Albashek doing a great job in P1 and P2. Tazio got that penalty, and Albashek has just not let him get away at all. So at the moment, Albashik is going to take this Grand Prix unless anything changes between now and the end of this race. As there we see Striker getting the move done on MPJ, and MPJ unfortunately in the same sort of predicament as Liam here, falling down the order. The only saving grace he's got is David's down there in P18 with 5 seconds behind Hoffy. So still MPJ will clinch the title, but I think it's going to get worse for Liam and worse for MPJ at the moment, Dino, as he comes into the pits. So I reckon he'll go onto some softs, go for the fastest lap, get the extra point, and cement that championship. But it looks like it's going to get worse for Liam at the moment.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate for Liam. Just didn't go to plan with the strategy. Obviously, starting on the hards and 5 laps in and you get a safety car. It was unfortunate for him, but we'll have to wait and see how he goes. He's got his teammate behind. I don't think we'll fight too much there, but yeah, it's going to be a struggle street for him for the end of the race now. These guys on these fresh tyres, you can just see the offset the top 2 have on the rest of the grid at the moment with that timed pit stop. Quicksilver, unfortunately, it's just a little bit too far back behind that traffic to make an impact on the top 2, but I really don't think anyone's going to stop him getting that P3 at this stage. He's on a charge. 22 seconds, though, to the top 2. Very, very... Liam's got wing damage, I think.
Yeah, I've just seen
Yes,
it.
he does.
He's got both. He's had a big incident somewhere.
Yeah, he'll have to pit by the looks of it.
I don't know what's he going to do. Is he going to continue? No, he's going to continue. 5 laps to go. Oh, Nabs gets it very wrong there out of Wall of Champions. That could have been a lot of people risking it at the end here of this race in Wall of Champions. We see Mo Nabs going very wide there. Liam's going to try and hold on here. It doesn't look like he's going to go for a bit. He's going to hold on. He's got 3 seconds, but that damage is going to hurt. The question is Drusilla going to be able to get him before the end of this race? 5 laps to go. No penalties at the moment, and he is... I don't even know how far away he is at the moment. 5, 6. So he's about 10 seconds away from him at the moment. Will he get him before the end of the race? That's going to be the question here, Dito. But yeah, it's not the night for Liam. But still, Williams in P4 and P5 still battling on. But he doesn't want to get himself into a little bit of state that he doesn't need to. Because he's got H-Town and Striker right behind him. Clean a car. At the moment, no damage, and they are ready to fight on a lot less laps as well. So, yeah, he's going to come under even more pressure very, very soon from Striker and H-Town.
Yeah, it's just looking like Clone just didn't have the battery to get past there, but won't be long before that damage obviously pays its dues, and yeah, they get past. But it's unfortunate the way it goes. Canada bites again. It always does. We're seeing the same for TNT, unfortunately. Start really high up, and it just did not go to plan. It was a bit up in the air whether or not the 2-stop or the 1-stop was the go here, but these guys, obviously with that safety car, had to think on their feet, and it's really paid off here for the top 2, obviously, and Quicksilver, but I don't think many were expecting that top 3. Especially, this is a huge result for Abhishek if he can lock this P1 in. I mean, he's been reserving for a long time. He's reserved for Williams a fair bit too. I've engineered him. He's had some.
Oh no! Panda's lost it! Panda's lost it! That brings out a safety. Does it bring out a safety? I'm trying to see what's coming out of that pit lane. Oh, we're going to have a bit of drama here. Sorry, Dino, I've got to interrupt. Oh, we're going to have some drama here. I can't see what's coming out.
I don't know if it's a full.
Is it a full? If it's a full, well, this is going to change everything in this race. I don't think it is.
Just a VSC.
I don't think it is. Tazio gets another 3. Oh, this would have spiced things up. No, we're not seeing no safety car. It looks like a VSC. And I was just about to say what a night Panda's had. And he's just lost it. Very unfortunate. Sorry to interrupt there, Dido. Liam is going to come into the pits. There is no safety car. I cannot believe that we've not seen one. I thought we might have seen one, but it hasn't decided to come out. It's a VSC. We could see some drive-throughs if these guys aren't careful. Now, I was just about to say driver of the day. We do have green racing. Yeah, it's not enough for a safety car. Wow, a little bit of drama there. Unlucky for Panda. Liam's still in a good position now. Fresh tyres. He can still try and get into the top 10. It's going to be a strong ask. Actually, no, he is going to get to the top 10 because he's pulled right behind MPJ. And he's going to go side by side with him into turn 2. Gets the move done over to P10. Now he just needs to... Oh, MPJ!
Oh, someone just hit the wall.
It's a 3-second time penalty as well. It's all kicking off here. Lap 32 out of 35. And, well, sorry about that, Dino. Jumping on quickly, driver of the day. What's going on? We've got yellow. Chevy Wolves is round. He's lost it.
Oh, no.
Does he move it around? Yes, he does. Well done. Good attempt there. He's going to have to wait for the Aston Martin. Oh, is it glitching all over the place? Was it just me?
Yeah, what happened there?
I
don't know if that was just on my end or your end or what.
Glitch and then go 10 yards up the track. Oh, I don't really love this bloody game. Right, we're going to forget if we don't start this now. Driver of the day. Who is the driver of the day? Mine is Quicksilver. He has been fantastic with that damage all night. He is my driver of the day. Who's yours?
I want to say Abhishek. I mean, I don't know. Abhishek's reserved for a long time, and this is a huge result for him. Like, if anyone's actually, what's happened there? There's kicks around again.
Yeah, I think he's got rear wing damage there. He just needs to try and finish. He's now going to be lapped. Now,
Tazio almost hits him.
Yeah, he's he lets the guys go through. Well done, good driving there.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, that was unlucky there. I really want to say Abhishek. I mean, the guys had some really unlucky races, and yeah, this is a huge result for him, and I'm quite happy for him. So I think he deserves it as a reserve.
All right. Well, there's my vote. You click yours. Oh, you clicked yours. Awesome. Job done. There we go. So, driver of the day is in. 2 laps of racing remaining, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Tazio leading the way, but does have 6 seconds of penalties. He's not going to drop that far, only down into P2. Quicksilver deck, 26 seconds. You'd probably say it's because these guys are so fast. No, it's because they timed their strategy to a T, and they've done a great job. Liam gets another 3-second time penalty, gets the fastest lap, and then gets himself a penalty. He's down up to 6 now. He's making it 10 times worse for himself. He's on them soft compound tires. He's going to be very fast, but is he going to be able to get past these guys and try and make on some points without the penalty as well? A little further up to the top, Striker has got a penalty as well in P6. H-Town is looking at a P4 at the moment, so a great drive from him. McLaren have timed this to perfection tonight. P1 and a P4 is looking likely at the moment, and I'll let you take away this last lap. Tazio's in the wall! Oh, he's come out of that corner, and he's reversing. Is he going to be able to hold on here? It's a massive gap between him and Quicksilver Deck, but oh wow, that could have been curtains for Tazio, and that could have been the race over. And luckily the gap is miles behind there, because that would have been massive, but he's now 9 seconds behind Abhishek, and that could have been curtains. Dino, back to you.
Well, I'm not sure what's going to top that. I think the closest battle at the moment is probably between H-Town and Striker, as H-Town gets a penalty now. So that means that's huge. he was about to jump up some spots there, but yeah, Abhishek's going to come across the line very shortly. I think we'll jump on board with him as he crosses the line. He'll get his first win in Rush, reserve driver, and what a drive from him. Even without the crash at the end, he was going to get it, but great drive from him. Tazio will still lock in a P2, even after going into the wall, which could have ended his night, but he's going to lock in that P2, which is still a great drive from him. And Quicksilver, another contender for driver of the day with a P3, but I don't know where this is all going to end up with the penalties, mate. Drew Zilla could be on for a really good result here too in P9. If he pushes here on the straight, I don't know what the deltas are looking like here, but there is a lot of guys in front on penalties. It's Quicksilver across the line. Moe Nabs crosses P4, but does he stay there? He drops to P5. Striker P4. Great drive from him. And Liam will stay P7 by the looks of it. Possibly not. There is Drew Zilla's going to jump up 2 spots or maybe 3 here. He will go P7. No penalties. Where does Paul and Hell finish in the Aston with no penalties? He's going to jump up to P10. So it's huge for the Aston there. There's Woofer. Also no penalties. How does he go? He should jump 1 spot here. So great drive from everyone, mate.
Yes, very, very interesting drive, and we were talking about some of these guys earlier on. D. White had a fantastic start, and then all of a sudden just went downhill, which is a bit of a shame after the safety car. So, a few results here tonight, which probably didn't go the way of a few of the guys, but we've got these guys to jump into the comms box. Abhishek, Tazia, Quicksilver, and NPJ. So get those guys to jump into the comms box, and what a race tonight for Div 6. That was entertaining to a T as well. Driver of the day still going on. It looks like Abhishek is going to get it. 7 votes to 2. So guys, still, if you want to vote for driver of the day, there is 28 of you. So get your votes in. 7 votes to 2 if we're going to change it. See if there might have been a cleaner race than Div 5. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, it probably was 2-door, actually. It was pretty hectic with Div 5 last night. But there we go. Race winner is Abhishek. Fastest lap, Liam at Darrenberg. Driver of the day, Paul and Hell, that gives the game. Most overtakes is Uncle Morty. And cleanest driver is Paul and Hell, gets the extra point. And that will definitely help Aston Martin with the overalls. Abhishek takes the win, P1. Tazio, P2. Quicksilver Deck are your top 3. Then we got Striker, Murray Nabs, H-Town, Druzer, Liam Dernberg, Filthy Orange, Paul and Hell, MPJ, Uncle Morty, Hoffy, D. White, Woofer, David, Chevy Wills, unfortunately losing Panda, TNT, and Krojak very early on. And that is the end of Division 6 race tonight. And now it's time to have a chat with the guys in the comms box. So we are awaiting Abhishek, MPJ, and Quicksilver Deck. When you guys are ready, please jump into the comms box. Before we do jump on board with some interviews, Dino, give me a bit of a summary of tonight's race.
Oh, God, no words, mate. It was chaos, really, but some great overtakes. Obviously, for Div 6, there's some serious competitive racing tonight, which there always is, but very close tonight. Obviously, the top 2 time that pit stop to perfection, which I'm sure we'll hear from them shortly. But yeah, mate, no words. Great race. I'm sure a lot of guys will be disappointed. Obviously, it didn't go their way, but there was still a lot of positives out of that for everyone. I think moving into China, it's going to be another great race, and yeah, it's probably one of the better races that we've had this week. I don't know how that wasn't a safety car at the end, but the VSC obviously was enough for them to clean up a car. But yeah, interesting race, mate.
Yeah, definitely. Very interesting indeed. Still waiting on, I think we've got driver of the day. That's just come in, the results. So just going to look at who got that in the end. Was plain sailing from Abhishek, so he's got that. Just waiting for Abhishek to jump into the comms box. He's trying to get in, and I don't know what he's trying to do now. We're just waiting on the few others. So we'll start the interviews off, and we'll go over to P There we go. MPJ is in. That's good. We'll start it off with you, Dino, for Quicksilver Dick in P3.
Yeah, Quicksilver, mate. What a drive in the Ferrari. Been a long time coming, mate. Been working really hard, and obviously the pit stops and everything and all the drama tonight really paid off for you, mate, and charged through the field in the end. Tell us a little bit about what you were thinking, and did you think a podium was on the cards tonight?
Yeah, definitely knew. I could feel a podium was coming. Had a few mistakes in the race, a few collisions, but at the end of the day, what matters is where you finish, not what happens to the race. So, yeah, good result.
Yeah, huge result, mate. Obviously for Ferrari and everything going on with the ovals and stuff. It's a huge position to finish, mate. Obviously didn't go to plan for Panda there, but must be happy with getting some good points for your team moving into the last round next week. How do you feel about China?
China's not my greatest track, but knowing that we're holding the overalls closer to Aston is honestly just a great thing to just have in mind. Obviously, finishing ahead of them tonight was awesome, and yeah, I hope we can pull the points in next week.
Yeah, mate. Well, good luck, and I'll hand you over to SJ. And well done, mate.
Thank you.
Obviously you were my driver of the day tonight. I thought it was a fantastic performance from yourself, and I'd probably say most improved driver in Division 6 this season. I've been very, very impressed with your performances, and you've definitely shown it. Probably people would look at that race and think, oh, yeah, the guys were too fast in front. I think it was just a strategy. I think they timed their strategy to perfection, and they got a very, very big undercut. Very, very similar to the Qatar race at the weekend with Max and the McLarens. Just a fantastic race. You obviously had damage from the start, didn't get it changed in the pits, and decided to keep going. And yeah, we could see that you were absolutely raining down on Liam in that P3 spot where he was in. And to take away a podium is massive. And congratulations to you. So, yeah, give your take on the race.
So beginning of the race went pretty smooth. I'd say around second stint it came a bit loose. I got a bit of damage. It was just my own mistake, but yeah, tried the overcut, worked pretty well, and secured top 3. So very happy with the strategy, and thanks to Tudor for helping me out with that.
Yeah, engineering seemed to be a T there, and it was very unfortunate for your teammate in the end. Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a good night for both of you. You did have a few pens, but it looked like we're still going to get good points. So really unfortunate. How do you feel your season has gone as a whole? I know Division 6 has been a bit up and down. Obviously, a few things have happened behind the scenes, and things have changed now. How do you feel that your season's gone?
First half of the season wasn't probably the brightest. I missed a few races, wasn't finishing even in the top 15 at times, but consistently been improving. Past 2 weeks have been unfortunate, just had a few errors in strategy and collisions, but I think it's piecing together for the end of the season and looking bright for next. Really happy with how it's going.
Yeah, I think next season, if you obviously are in the same division, Division 6, obviously we'll work out the plan at the end and find out who's going up or going down. You could be one to watch out for in this division next season for a championship.
I'd hope so. Championship definitely on the cards for next season, but for now, I think it's best we just focus on the overalls and bring it home to the Scuderia come next week.
Do you still believe it's still reachable? You still think that you can take
100%.
it?
It's definitely we can definitely reach it.
One race to go.
We can come back.
They are going to have a meltdown if that's the case. I would say. I don't know what it is. Let me have a look.
We've done it all season.
Yeah, I'm just looking at that now. There's been some big assumptions tonight and throughout the week that I've heard. Let's have a look. 606 to 1700. One race to go. Division 3 tonight's results. Obviously, no one knows obviously what it is. So you're confident that you can still take it.
I wouldn't leave it off the cards. It's definitely something Ferrari can do. We can come back. That's what we've been doing all season when we've fallen off. So, yeah, hopefully we can claim our place at the top come next week.
Wow, I'm loving that. I think it's 96 points that you've got to bring in, and they've got to get hardly any. So yeah, it's gonna be a big ask. But obviously, the last race of the season next week is China. How are you feeling around there? Are you excited? Are you looking forward to it? Are you glad that the season's
Always
coming to an
excited.
end?
Always looking forward to it. Last race of the season. Looking ahead, pretty good. But next week, just need to put in a lot of the practice like I've been doing the past few weeks and try and see if I can bring home another podium. Maybe even a win. Who knows?
Well, as always, mate, I think you've done fantastic, and you should be very, 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 very proud. And yeah, great job on P3, and look forward to seeing what you can do next week in the finale at Shanghai.
All right, cheers, bro.
Cheers, man. All right, I'll take this one away, Dido, because I gotta talk to Tazio on this. Tazio got the penalty, mate, which is unfortunate. Then got another penalty, and you nearly binned it on the race. What a save, mate! What a save! Proud moment coming out of turn 2.
Yeah, look, the two penalties just cooked my race. I was trying to push real hard when I had just had the 3-second one, but I just couldn't. I couldn't get out of I couldn't get 3 seconds ahead. And Abhishek played really well. Didn't get any pens. Just kept it clean the whole race. And then yeah, towards the end, I'm just like, oh well, there's 30 seconds. I'm 30 seconds ahead of like P3, so just thought I'd push a bit and then lost it on the last lap.
Yeah, we actually caught that on board you coming out of turn 2, man. That looked like a scary moment, and you done very well not to bin it. And I've never seen someone reverse so quickly on track to go. I know it's 28 seconds difference between obviously you and Quicksilver Dick, but man, you reversed off that car, and like gone. So no, honestly, still a great drive, and you had a nice little battle with Liam and also Abhishek tonight. But the Pens, I think, got it for you tonight, didn't they?
Yeah, definitely the Pens. But I had a good strategy, started on the mediums and then had that lucky pit stop and then just pitted into that perfectly. Whereas I think Liam started on the hards and pitted onto the mediums, and I just don't think they went the distance as much. But yeah, we had a good couple lap battle between Liam and I, which was pretty fun as well.
Yeah, no, it was a good night, and still obviously a podium. Your take on the season for you as well. It's been a bit of a mix. You were obviously in the kick. You moved over to Mercedes. Like, how do you feel the season's gone for yourself? Do you think it's a bit inconsistent? Are you happy? Do you believe that Division 6 is an opportunity for title, or going into Division 5? Like, how do you feel?
I feel pretty good. I didn't get much of a gig, mainly just due to availability towards the start of the season. But the schedule kind of cleared up, and then I was able to get onto, like, Merck had the opening for me, and now I've just sort of the first couple races was a bit shaky, but I think I've found my footing now, and yeah, been going pretty good.
Awesome. Well, I will pass you to Dido, and good luck for the finale at Shanghai. And yeah, look forward to seeing you return next season.
Thanks.
Yeah, Tazzy made a great drive. Obviously, once again, yeah, a lot of the questions I was going to ask have already been asked. But yeah, I guess obviously, once again, I remember obviously when you first started reserving. I think you reserved for Williams a couple of times. So it's obviously come a long way, mate. Since you started, what do you think's been, I guess, the biggest thing that you've learned over this time? Obviously, since you started to now. Competing for race wins, and then at one stage, it looked complete opposite. So how do you feel you've done that, mate? And where do you think you can end up next season? You think you could give 5 a crack and see how you go there?
Yeah, be happy for a bit of a challenge, like, trying to push myself, get up, climb those divisions, or if I stay in this one, whatever it may be. be happy to do. But yeah, I think the most important thing I've learned is just race pace. Whereas try to stick away from the penalties or trying to push the car lap in, lap out. Where try to take it a bit slower to get an overall advantage at the end of the race.
Yeah, mate. Well, it's a really well-deserved result, even though it wasn't the win. It could have been at one stage there. Definitely was between you and Abhishek in the end there. So huge result, mate, and huge points for Mercedes. So well done, mate. Go and enjoy it.
Thank you.
Peace.
Bye.
All right. Okay. Right. We'll head over to P number 1. I'll let you take this one because I've taken all your questions before. So, Dido, over to you for Abhishek.
Abhishek, mate. Yeah. Once again, mate, I've known you for a long time since you started. Obviously, been a long time, mate, of learning and a lot of races now that you've had a crack. And there's been a few times where you could have got these sort of results and just didn't go to play. I know this is, I believe, your first top 10 and your first top 10's a race win, mate. So first, just tell us a little bit how you're feeling, mate, because you must be pretty happy.
Yes, it is my first top 10 finish. I think I finished 12th in one race, but yeah, this is my 6 months in league racing. So I'm very new to this, and I'm as surprised as I think everybody else in the group that I won.
Oh, man, it's a bit of a fairy tale. You obviously had your fair share of incidents and stuff, just unlucky a lot of the time, and obviously big learning curve. And it's really good to see, obviously, bouncing back from that. You've taken it all in and learnt. And yeah, mate, obviously, how do you feel? Is Canada one of your tracks that you feel like is your best track, or did you just practice a lot more for this one?
I
in the
lost
2K,
you
mate?
there.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying, do you feel like Canada is one of the tracks that you're fast at, or did you just practice extra hard for this one? Oh, I think we've lost him. Or I've lost you guys.
Have I got disconnected?
No, he's there. No, he's still here. Carry on.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I was just asking, mate, is this one of the tracks that you feel like you're fastest at, or yeah, is it just a track that you practice extra hard at?
Or we've lost him, unfortunately. He's in the VT.
Yeah, I know.
Abhishek, you there? Okay.
Not sure.
Let's
unfortunate.
Let's see if we can get his teammate in. See if he will join. So you can talk on behalf. If we can get him back in. H-Town, if you're tuning in, mate, jump into the comms box and have a quick chat with us. We can talk to you. Yeah, he's gone. He might come back. Oh, he's back. Hang on. Abhishek, you there?
Yeah. Yes, I'm there. Sorry.
Try again, Dido. Sorry.
I was just saying, mate. Is this one of the tracks that you think you're fast at, or did you practice extra hard at it? This one, mate.
I did practice a lot. I've been trying. You gave me a setup, and thanks so much to you. And I've been trying that setup all weekend, and I got a chance to race in Divisions 5, and my quali there was I was 11th there, and that gave me like a lot of confidence that I can at least come like top 5 here. And so it worked out in the end, and I did not. I don't think I got any penalties today, so thank God for that.
Yeah, mate, you definitely didn't. It looked like, even unfortunately, before Tazio had that unfortunate incident there, it looked like you were still going to take the win just having no pens. But, mate, yeah, I must say, I feel like, this could definitely give you a bit of a confidence boost moving forward. It's a bit hard there, obviously, when it feels like it's all going wrong each race. But, yeah, this is a huge, huge result, mate. Driver of the day as well, I believe. So, yeah, massive, massive effort, mate. And I'll hand you over to SJ.
Thank you.
Yeah, Abhishek, just a couple of things. Do you believe tonight gave you a bit of an opportunity because you had last night, so you knew sort of what strategy to go with by giving Division 5 a go, and also that's that gives you a massive opportunity tonight and a little bit more of a stepping stone than the other guys?
Yeah, more than strategy, I think it's just the confidence. I think yesterday I could have got top 5 easy, and so just that I could match the guys with pace in Division 5. So that gave me a lot of confidence today, and I was less tensed. I was free in my mind. I was not worried about getting track limits, or I was just more free today. So I I got better pace out of myself.
Yeah, and I think another thing I want just to go over as well. There's so many new drivers coming in as well, which is great to see, and it's great to see new drivers get wins, get podiums, and obviously going into a draft next season, and obviously how things are going. You believe you put your name out there now, getting that big old W, because some drivers don't even get one win. They get a podium, but they don't get that win that they've been asking for. Does that put you in great stead for the draft to be drafted next season?
Yeah, I hope so. I hope I get a permanent seat with somebody. I'm still a reserve driver, so
Yeah, well, that's good. No, that and that's what it's all about. Is putting your name out there and giving opportunity. If you get another opportunity next week in Shanghai, what you like around there in China?
I mean it's not one of my good tracks for sure. I haven't practiced it so much, and I'm going to do a lot of practicing this weekend. So let's see how I go.
Awesome. Well, I think Dido, the only thing he'll be annoyed about is you've got the W in the papaya, not the Williams team. So I think that's the only thing that he'll be regretting. But congratulations.
Yeah, that's always the way for me, isn't it? Oh, well.
Oh, well. Congratulations, though, Abhishek, mate. Great drive, mate. Well deserved. And look forward to seeing what you can do next week in Shanghai.
Thank you, everyone.
Cheers, mate.
Okay, right. We're going to go over to the last interview. I do want to see if we can get your team principal in MPJ. If you can get DY in, that would be amazing. Because I do want to have a chat with him as well. I think he's had a fantastic contribution to what I'm about to say. So I'm just going to quickly message him. Or Dita, if you could do that for me, that would be great. So I can then start this interview off, if that's all right.
Yeah.
DY. MPJ, you are the Division 6 World Champion of Season 9. First of all, how do you feel?
Feel pretty good, SJ. Thanks for that.
We go way back. I've raced with you in Division 5. You took a little bit of a downturn, went backwards instead of forwards. I have seen you. I've seen racing with you in Division 5, but this season you've been consistent. You had the new TP of D White take over quite earlier on. And I think you just had a fantastic season. Tonight didn't go to plan for you, probably for strategy wise. I think those tyres were a little bit old, but you had massive pace throughout the whole season. How do you feel? 17 races in and you've clinched it.
Feels pretty good. Weird, but yeah, no, it feels good. I'm happy with the help from my TP, Whitey. Whitey's been fantastic, along with my teammates in Haas. It's been a tough season for the Haas team, as everyone knows, but just consistency has been my thing for this season. Qualifying is probably not my best thing, but I'm going to probably try with less assists next year. That's probably what I'm going to try to do. So, yeah.
Well, what do you think has been the outstanding moment for you? If you were to say one race this season, well, what would you say has been the most outstanding one where you've gone, I really want to win that race, like which one?
Monza, and that was fantastic, that win. I think I just nipped H-Town on the line with his penalty. That was a good win. That was my first league race win. So yeah, I'd have to say Monza.
Obviously he's not in here at the moment. Hopefully we can get him in. He's just jumped in now. Your team principal. Do you think he's been a major contribution? Because you've been teammates all the way through, and we saw him tonight. Absolutely, like he was flying at first, and then it went a little bit backwards. I don't know, due to the safety car. Do you think he's been a major contribution to you winning it this season?
Absolutely. Whitey's been fantastic. He down to earth bloke. He's great to talk to, get advice, practice with. Easy going. He's a legend. Wouldn't mind him being my TP for next year if I continue, which I'm thinking I might continue. So see how we go.
On the fence. The fence. Are you on the fence? I know you're on the fence.
No, I'm not on the fence.
Well, honestly,
I'll hopefully.
It would be great to have you back. Honestly, if I know people, they win and then they take early retirement, or they just take a little bit of a break, because it can get quite a lot. It can get quite full on. You're concentrating, you're really getting into a championship fight. You're in the zone, and some people may want to take a bit of a break. But what's the plan now? Obviously, Division 5 is probably calling your name. You feel that you can take it to those guys of what you've seen?
Yeah, Division 5. Yeah, possibly. I just need to practice more. Take some assists off, and practice is the key. And get quicker. And just that's pretty much it.
Awesome. Well, I want to say a massive congratulations for myself and everyone here at Rush. Well deserved, and I look forward to seeing what you can do at China for the finale. You've clinched it, so well done. You can relax, but you probably won't. You'll still want to score massive points for the team and for yourself. And I'll pass you over to Dido.
Thanks, SJ. Appreciate it,
mate.
Yeah, MPJ, mate, well done. Huge result for yourself, not just yourself, but obviously Haas. Like you said, mate, it's been a really tough season for you guys, and obviously to seal a championship is huge. Still have some chances for some good constructive results out too, but obviously probably before the drama, you probably weren't expecting this to happen, but obviously coming into this race, you sort of had an idea. So what was the plan of attack? It was just locking in a finish, mate. You weren't going for anything obviously crazy, but did you have it on the top of your mind coming into this race?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Just stay in front of David, pretty much.
Yeah.
I had that chat with Whitey before qualifying, so I just had to make sure that I stayed in front of David, and that was pretty much it. I qualified pretty well, but just a bit annoyed that I got the 3 seconds. I think Liam was passing me, and I got 3 seconds, and but anyway, that doesn't matter. I win. I got the championship. Just go for it next week and see what happens.
Yeah, it's probably the biggest benefit. Obviously, like SJ said, going into a race with no pressure, the championship's over. Have a bit of fun, but like he said, I don't think you're just gonna go there and not try and win it. But yeah, moving into next season, if you obviously go up, wherever that Div 5 is, however that looks, taking a few assists off. Do you feel like do a bit more practice? Do you feel like you could be one of those few names that get a double header?
Possibly. Look, possibly, mate. We'll see what happens.
Swinging from the chandeliers, MPJ.
What's that?
He's swinging from the chandeliers, if that's the case. Bloody hell.
Yeah, it has been done. I'm just hats off, man. It's obviously a credit to you and your TP, obviously, and the team. It'd be very easy for you guys with everything going on to just roll over and not try, but to get a championship through all that is just a huge effort. So well done.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
No worries, mate.
All right, so with one more interview with the man who has probably made a major contribution to that. D. White, thanks for jumping in, and we just want to bring you in because obviously MPJ has clinched it tonight. It's been a fantastic season for him. He got in front of David tonight, and you've obviously been a major contribution. He's obviously slated that. Like, how proud of you are you of your teammate?
Awesome, terrific job by him. Great drive he had tonight and sealed the job.
I love it. You're so like straight to the point. I just don't really have any other answers or another questions for you. How do you feel?
No, it's good to be here, guys. It was awesome. Try to lead from the bottom. The top division's pretty tough for Haas, so we try to do the 6, 5, 5, 4, and 6 really well. So almost won 4, I believe, but good to win 6.
It's been tough, hasn't it? I'll be honest with you, it's been very, very tough. You're in a bit of a tight situation, with Division 1, Division 2 as well. Division 3 has been up and down, but obviously Division 4 and 5, and 6, they've been phenomenal for you all for the remainder of the season. Schuber and Symphonic, yourself, and obviously and MPJ, and then Div 4 was Calco and who was the fourth one?
Raf was the one.
That
Raf
was it. And
the championship.
sorry.
I think he was in it till the end. I think
Yeah.
he still maybe has a chance, but Raf was leading the way in Div 4, and then we had MPJ to seal it in Div 6. So I'm really proud of him, man. It's been an awesome teammate to have. So great result.
What do you think can happen with MPJ moving forward? You think he's got the capabilities in Division 5 to go even further, and like Dito said, go for the double?
For sure, man. There's a lot of guys in Div 5 or Div 6 that are really quick as well, though. You look at today's race without all those other guys. Like, I think a lot of those guys can go up. I'm thinking that Div 5 is going to be very strong, and Div 4 next season. So good luck to the people putting the provisionals again together. So it should be a fun season again.
Yeah, thanks for that. That's one of the hardest things that we have to get right.
I'm not jealous of you fellas. As
I'm
a
not.
TP, you just get told where everyone is. I don't know really how you guys do it. Hopefully some Excel or something. But
yeah, it's tough. These guys get quicker and make it more and more difficult for us. No, we've got a plan of attack which we're using. So I just want to say congratulations to yourself and obviously to MPJ. It's been a fantastic season for you guys. How do you feel for China next week? You feel that you can end on a high in China?
yeah, for sure. Get up there, and the constructors, I think we can still seal a second or third. So it's been a fun season, and wrap it up with a good one.
Nicely done. And I will pass you over to Dito.
Yeah, DY, mate. Congratulations, obviously, for your driver, mate. It's a huge result. With, like I said, everything that has gone through, and obviously yourself driving in Div 6 been a great season for yourself. But moving forward to next season, you probably get the chance to beat TP for the full thing this time, mate. Bit different situation this time for you. You get a clean slate. So how do you, which obviously your goals moving forward next season, mate?
Start off with a good draft, get a couple of good names at the top, and then I think there'll be a lot of names to pick from this time down the bottom. So I think it always starts with the top forward draft strategy.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. It'll be obviously your first time having a crack at the draft, doing all that planning and all the fun jazz that comes with that. And yeah, it'll be really exciting to see how you go with a full opportunity, mate, because you've done well with what you had this season for sure. And obviously moving forward to China, you're going to get a win over MPJ. Maybe is China your track, or?
It seems to be. I seem to be doing all right at China, so I think I might have a crack.
Maybe it's some team
That'll
orders.
be my only exactly. Get another podium will be my only goal. So yeah, it's been a fun season then.
Oh, well done, mate. Well done for you and your team.
Yeah, cheers, guys. Really appreciate it.
Cheers.
I have one more question for MPJ, which I'm just gonna bring up. Obviously, next season sign-ups are out, and Div 6 has probably had the biggest sign-ups that we've ever had. And the reasons why we've done the division is to give drivers, that have started sim racing an entry level, a way to get into league racing and not, win championships straight away, but just get into it and enjoy it and push themselves to the limits. What advice do you give to entry level drivers in Division 6 MPJ?
Give it a go. You don't have to be the fastest person to do sim racing and being being Div 6. Just give it a go. Practice. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, cool. I just want to ask that because there is a lot of Division 6 drivers that have signed up for next season. And we see some of them in the reserve program, but not in the races. And I think that's what we want to see. We want to see them get involved. And, we saw Hoffy tonight have a go. He's been doing the reserve program all season, and then finally on the grid. Probably didn't get where he probably wanted to finish in the end, but at least he gave it a go and he done his best. So yeah, I just wanted to ask your opinion on that, and much appreciated.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
No worries. All right, Dino, one more to go. Division 3 has obviously been signed, sealed, and delivered with Aben taking the championship. And we then head over to the finale. And just a little bit of a touch from you. Are we going to see Aston Martin take the overalls? Or are we going to see a team cause more problems? As we saw Ferrari tonight, Quicksilver Deck mentioned that he thinks it's still doable. 96 points behind them at the moment. And we still don't know what's happened this week regarding results. But do you think Aston Martin could be a little bit worried at the moment?
Oh, yeah, I'd say they're worried a little bit, but I think they've got it locked in, mate, to be fair. My personal opinion, but been proven wrong before. We'll have to wait and see. There's a lot of teams on a charge here for sure, and anything can happen, but they've had a decent week this week. They'd have to have a pretty dismal few races to end that way, but we'll have to wait and see, mate. Anything's possible.
Yeah, I think it is. And it's been such a very, very exciting night as well. Thank you everyone for tuning in. As always, thank up to our followers as well. Oscar, Picasso01, Urination, Real House, Ami YT. And big up to all of our sponsors as well. Pagni and SimLab. SRC affiliate this season and AI369. Feel free if you still need setups for next week going into the finale of China and you're still needing them, then jump on board with SRC and use the comments or the code in the comments. Or if you're feeling you're gearing up and you're just going to use China as a practice, take off some assists and see how you go. Hopefully don't drive into anyone because you don't want to be doing that. As this is a new rule, going into, obviously, that, and you do have more drama and you do have LPs, they will carry on and your penalties will carry on to the start of the season. So keep it clean. If you do decide to change your assists and want to get new gear, then jump on board with Pagnian and use the code below. Dino, thank you very much. It's been a while. It was great. Thank you for jumping into the comms box with me tonight.
No worries, mate. Thanks for having me.
Anytime. And, well, there you go. It is done and dusted. Every single championship has been decided. Division 1, Jono got redemption from last season and has taken the championship in Division 1. Division 2 was the Oblivion. Was he oblivious all season? Well, Dido and Wonton came close, but not close enough. Division 3, Aben, Mr. Consistent in the green team, took the championship out in Division 3. F7 and 2A fought it to the end, but F7's consistency and his team that just kept on getting points knocked out Division 4. Division 5, obviously Dutch Verstappen, pure consistent and just pure pace. Greedo just could not catch him, and even his other teammate couldn't catch him either. Knocked out Division 5, and taking it tonight is MPJ in the Haas in Division 6, finishing above David and has shown consistency all season and some great results. They are all your championship winners this season. Constructors still to be decided and obviously will be announced next week when we go through all the results by the end of the week. So still things up for grabs as I am aware at the moment. But thank you very much for everyone tuning in. There is one more race to go before the finale on Wednesday night. You'll be joined by Nishka and a new commentator, which we will be introducing into Rush and also into next season, which is great to see more people get amongst it and get amongst the comments. comms box as always. But before I leave you, and I'll give you a quote as I always do. Thank you everyone to all season for Division 6, and also to the reserves that have given it a go, and all the great drivers as well. It's great to have a 6th division. We would love to continue having 6 divisions, but things do change and commitments do change for drivers. So we'll have to wait and see what happens going up to season 10. Guys, if you still haven't signed up for season 10, there is still time. So get amongst it and get amongst in the Discord and get your sign-ups in, because next season is going to be peak. I can definitely tell you that. Thank you very much for tuning in. As always, you'll be joined by Nishgan, the new commentator, on Wednesday night for Division 3 for the last one. And then it is the finale, just like the real Formula 1, the finale between Max, Lando and Piastri at Abu Dhabi. But no, not that. It's going to be Shanghai for the finale next weekend for Division 6. Thank you very much for tuning in. As always, MPJ is your Division 6 world champion. Will he do the double? We'll find out next season. Good night.